Okay.
This is an Aldi product that tastes exactly like Samoa's.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Delicious.
And
Oh my God,
great.
this is life-changing.
guess what? They're $1.87.
No, you're lying.
And they're available all year long.
No way.
True.
This changes everything.
Support your scouts right
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
Wow.
But for the rest of the year, just $1.87.
This is the benefit for everyone, Frugal Jim.
See?
Bravo.
We got up so early. It was super cold outside, but now we have a cookie, so it's a good day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good day.
I'm also PMSing right now, so this is really hitting the spot.
This is the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Over 1,000 episodes strong. A daily recap of everything you missed.
Ask us anything. And so many truths are coming out.
There are.
Yeah.
Good questions.
Yeah, good questions we've had. Cassidy from Bowling Green, repeat your question and we'll try to answer for you.
Cassidy.
Hello, Cassidy.
Are you still there? I think we may have lost her.
We may have
Oh,
lost her.
no.
Okay.
So
Her question was, do we all hang out together after work?
in many ways, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Some of it has to do with distance. Woody lives in the borough, so I don't see him as often because I'm in Hermitage.
And Woody's
I think
never.
he did that on purpose.
Woody
so
has
he's far
never
away from us.
invited me to his house.
You can come to my
Woody.
house.
I've been to everybody's house but Woody's.
You know what? After my divorce, the house just went to... So I have my girlfriend Melissa now, and the house is actually livable now. So you can come visit me at my house.
now we're allowed to come.
Come to my house. We've
But-
always talked about having you and David over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
We've never done it. We've always talked about it.
I was going to say that.
Ricky and Zach see each other a lot.
Oh, God, I can't go a day without seeing
Too
Zach.
much.
Literally have each other's location on our phones. Like
Yeah.
we stalk each other's locations.
We
and
live
I'm like,
6 minutes from each other. There's literally not a day that... If there is
Right.
a day that goes by that we don't see each other, it's weird.
Yeah, and you're both at the age where you go out like a lot and do fun
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So like it's natural that you guys would be out a lot.
Yeah.
But, yeah. There's times we get together all the time for things that are not work related.
I mean, Jim came to my dog's birthday party.
Yes.
Yes.
Ricky was visiting family, but over the holiday break, we all went to Top Golf.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah.
So we enjoy each other's company a lot.
Yeah. Let's see. We have another texted question saying, do other stations in the studio building get jealous because y'all are the best? Okay. That's from Sarah. Thank you for your suck-up question. Those are our favorites.
I don't think it's because we're the best. I do think they love coming in here because it's fun.
Right.
So I will say this. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I just think we are the most personable.
Yeah.
Like in the building of like we're the most approachable of like come up and like hang out. What do you want to talk about?
Right.
Like how are you? How's
Yeah.
your dog? What are you doing?
Yeah.
What's happening?
Not to disparage anybody else in radio, but we're not jerks like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I will say this. The guy that used to be on the rock station just down the hall from us, he would leave his show on at the same time to come in and hang out in here.
Yeah, because he's right
all
down
the
the
time,
hall.
yeah.
Yeah,
And,
because we
yeah.
were just fun to hang around with. And,
Yeah.
and I don't say that about me. I just think this group is just
Yeah.
really fun. So,
We do have one more texter that I want you guys to think about.
Okay.
Okay.
Is for all of us, what made you fall in love with your significant other? Like, what was it made you that you
Aw.
think, I love this person?
That's a cute
Because we're all in
question.
relationships.
I like that.
All right.
So what
wow.
made you fall in love with them?
All right. We'll give it some thought and we'll come back with the answers coming up next.
Ricky, who's
I can only be nice for so long.
Just tuning in, we're having our little Ask Us Anything. And what's the question that we all have to answer?
So
Zach?
the question is, for all of us, is what made you fall in love with your significant other? Like, what was the thing that made you think, I love this person? And so
Right.
it was from a text from a girl named Angela, and she said, mine was that he used coasters and knew how to make a cocktail.
That's
See?
adorable.
Think about that, guys. Use a coaster. It could be a deal. Make
It's
it
the
make it go
little
forward,
things.
or it could
It's
be a
the
deal
small
breaker.
thing. So
Yes.
yeah, we're all in relationships.
Yes.
So what made you fall in love with your significant other? Ricky hates love. Let's start with you.
I knew you were going to
Yes.
start with me. So with AJ, I would say, like, I think the biggest thing was the fact that he respected me and respected who I was, in the sense that I am very independent and I have a lot of opinions and I have no problem speaking my mind. And that scares a lot of guys.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he was the one that didn't run away.
Yeah.
Not only did he not run away, he respected who I was, and he respected
Oh,
the
yeah.
fact that I am very career oriented and have
I'm going
opinions
to
and
add
things like
to that.
What?
He encourages it.
Yes,
He doesn't
exactly.
just respect it.
Yeah, the opposite of a lot of
Exactly.
guys who are frightened by strong women.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's like, yo, Ricky,
Yeah.
I love you for you. You
good.
do you, boo.
Exactly. And
You
then on
guys are
top
great
of that,
together.
he's so kind.
Yeah.
Like,
Nice.
you just
And
look
he's
at him
hot.
in the eyes. He is hot. Thank you. Yes,
We
he
all
is.
consider him hot.
But you look in his eyes, and he's just got the kindest eyes because he's just the sweetest person that, like, exists.
He's very kind and gentle.
Yeah.
That's
Nice
nice.
Woody, what made you fall in love with Melissa?
Well, we first started, we went out on one date. She lives in Mount Pleasant. She's actually going to be moving in with me soon.
Okay, money moves.
But it's an hour away from where I live. And so I thought of like, well, it's an hour all the time. Is this going to be worth it?
I mean, pretty good.
And
She's
then-
in a different zip code.
Yeah, and then I realized, yeah, she is worth it, and she gets my jokes. We have the same interests. We have a lot in common to talk about. We can just sit around, talk about stuff, and just feel really comfortable with each other. And the first time I ever brought her over to my son Jeff's house, my son took me aside and said, "Dad, don't F this up. We like her."
That's
so
big
that was
praise
it.
from your
Yeah.
children.
Yeah,
Yes.
he says, "We like her. Don't mess
Yeah.
this up." And so I didn't.
Yeah.
Smart kids.
So yeah,
So I
we're
did.
doing really well. We're very
So
happy.
proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
So, Jim, you've been married. You've been in the longest relationship on the show.
Yeah.
What made you fall in love with my precious, precious Jen? I love your wife probably more than you do.
You do have an obsession with her, but it's okay.
I love her so much.
It's okay. Initially, you won't probably think this because she's like kind of the quiet librarian type, but we met in college. She could drink me under the table.
I believe that.
I believe it.
Okay, so that was like one of the initial things, but like her mind is so sexy. Like I can talk to her, and I've always been able to talk to her about like really intellectual things and stupid stuff and all that. Like her brain is just so wonderful.
She's very intelligent.
So
Yeah.
like that made me fall in love with her.
Yeah.
Totally. All right,
She's got
Zach.
great vibes, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just
I know she's shy. You always say she's shy, but every time she's around, I also am very obnoxious, though. Like, I make people talk to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
So, like, I guess she has no choice but to talk to
Like
me.
sometimes I'll
You're
just
not going
show,
to be an introvert around me.
I'll
Come here.
just show up at their house even if Jim is not there. I'm like, Jen, you want to hang out?
She loves that. She loves that. You just bring her out of her shell. That's cool.
That's cool.
All right, Zach. Now, David.
Yes, tell us about our favorite person on the planet.
He's a great guy.
How did you
and-
fall in love with David?
You're going to make me cry even just thinking about it because he
Okay.
is literally my favorite person on the entire planet. And for so long, I was not comfortable with like myself and like being very openly gay because I was very bullied in high school. And like it was a really rough go around,
Yeah.
especially being born and raised here.
Absolutely.
And I had a really traumatic ex. And so when I met him, I was like, wow, somebody that actually lets me be me and like loves the weird things that I do and
Yeah.
like how loud that I am. And like, it's kind of like Ricky with AJ. Like
Yeah.
he like respects and encourages me to be me. And is like, you know what? I love literally every single aspect of you. And I'm like, that is
Even the aspects that you don't love about yourself.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's the wildest thing to think that somebody could appreciate things that I don't appreciate about myself.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure. And you
Yeah.
don't have to be anybody else around them.
Yeah, not at all.
Not unlike when I brought Melissa over to my son's house, and we all had that thought about David. Hey, we like him. Don't F this up.
100%. Even my mom
Yes.
said that.
Yes, we approve.
If everything goes south, we're going with David.
I would not be
Also,
offended.
David is very hot, too.
He is very hot.
He's very
He's a
intelligent, and he's a
good-looking
very
guy.
good-looking guy.
I'm like, how did I score this?
We ask the same question all the time, Zach.
Like,
We usually wait till you're out of the room to have this discussion, but
Like
yeah.
he's super successful and very attractive.
Yeah.
How
No,
did
you guys
this
are
happen?
You guys are fantastic together.
If you'd like to continue asking us questions, we'll be on social media this week and answering
Yeah.
as many as we can because we've had a huge response, which is very flattering and cool.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you guys want to follow us, it's just at Woody and Jim Show. I'm going to post a question sticker. So if you do have a question that's still lingering, you can ask it there, and we're going to go through and respond to all of them on Instagram as well.
You know, maybe it's about one member of the show or about the whole show or just something very vague. Has anyone been to the Elsie Quarterman Flower Festival at Cedar Glade State Park? I'd like to go, but I don't know what it's about. or if it's worth the drive to Lebanon. Thanks, from Dr. Andy Flick.
So has anybody been there?
No, I didn't know what it was. I'm looking it up now.
I got to be perfectly honest. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've never heard of it. Sorry, can't be of much help there.
Yeah, but thanks for your question.
It sounds really nice, and it
does
looks
sound
really
nice.
pretty.
Yeah.
I think people are confusing us with like Chat GPT. I mean, we're talking personal questions, and they're asking people,
Yeah. Does anybody on the show like cheese? Personal questions like that.
I love
Freaking
cheese.
love cheese.
Colton, see, there you go. You have your answer. Colton's in Nashville. Hey, Colton.
Hi.
Okay, you have a question for us.
Yes, I want to know what it's like kind of being like on top of the radio world in Nashville for all this time, especially the morning show.
Oh my God, Colton, that's such an honor.
What a lovely question.
It's
and
nice.
we will have that question framed and put in the office.
Yeah, it is nice to hear from you. That is a very complimentary question. It's an honor to be here for going on 25 years.
We start here in 1998. And, of course, we've been through lots of changes, but we've never been a better show when we added Zach and Ricky.
I mean, I have been the most steady person on the show.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
You have been
Gotta add his own
You are
compliment
the
in there.
rock.
You can't get rid of me.
You are the straw that mixes the drink. You are it.
Jesus.
Colton, I'll tell you, this is like my favorite thing in the world. And I absolutely, when I hear these stories and people tell this to me, like, I just light up, is when people say, I listened to you on the way to high school or whatever, and now I have my own family, and we listen to you guys in the car again, and it's like a new generation of people listening. Like, to me, that is the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
And I love that.
I will say personally, I feel like the coolest part of like our job and like being on the morning radio is it feels like it's just the four of like friends hanging out, and then we go out in the outside world and people recognize us and they're like, oh my God, I listen every day. So like I love meeting listeners
Everyone's
outside
so
of the show.
I love that too. It's my favorite part of the day too. Is
They're
like,
so sweet.
And every day is different because there's different things to talk about. We
Yeah.
all come in with different stories or our attitude for the day.
And
that
we
kind of
never
stuff.
expect people to recognize us because we
No.
just sit here in a random dark studio.
A very dark room that feels like it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yesterday, when I was getting my car dropped off and I had to go to the rental car place, I got in the car and said hi to the person who was driving me over there. And says, "Hi, I'm Woody," and she goes, "No," and I went, I guess she recognized my voice or my tattoos.
It's really
because she said
cool.
she'd never seen me before, but she was fangirling, saying, "I've listened to you since elementary school."
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
It's like
very
a
cool.
really cool,
We love that
humbling
kind of
moment
stuff.
to know that you guys hang out with us every morning, and we love you for it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colton.
Appreciate the call.
You've
You're
made
the
our day.
sweetest.
Colton, have a fabulous day, and no matter what anybody tells you, your hair looks great today.
You look great.
Sure do.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
Brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Guy Fieri. He's on the Food Channel. He's got all kinds of, he's got the wild hair. A lot of people say, oh, he's just a billionaire. And of course, he's got chicken
Flavor
guys
Town.
downtown. Yeah. And he's actually kind of a cool dad, though. I guess his son.
He's a cool
Ryder,
dad.
Yeah. His son, Ryder, wanted a car. And he says, all right, well, I will buy you a fancy new truck. But first, you have to drive this beat up old minivan for a year. And if you don't get a ticket or have an accident, after a year, I'll buy you the other car.
That's
I
a great
respect
strategy.
That's cool. That's kind of a cool thing.
That's neat parenting.
Yeah, I like that.
You need a bumper car to start with.
Exactly.
I played bumper cars in my car.
Yeah.
That's why
Legitimately.
I stuck to the rule of like my kids' first cars were always older than they were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good
'Cause
rule.
you're just gonna- and it was good advice.
Right, Ricky.
So I found a place that I need to go visit that I never thought of visiting before. Poland. There is a city.
Wait,
There's
you've
a-
never thought of visiting there?
No, I never thought of visiting Poland.
The Polish men?
Oh, okay, well, not only the Polish men,
They're
Zach,
also right next to Ukraine, so it's maybe not the best time
They're
to go.
still hot.
there's also Gasik, the fat street cat.
The fat street cat.
He's in a Polish city. I cannot say it's
So you're just not even gonna try.
Shizicin.
So he's an enormous feral cat.
It's this medieval city near the border, and they have 4.9 out of 5 stars on Google review because of this fat street cat. He was first noticed 10 years ago, and now people go specifically just to see this cat.
How much does he weigh?
A lot, because it led to more and more people feeding him food because he's a fat cat.
Those Polish sausages.
So now they describe him as enormous.
Oh, wow.
He's like Garfield.
And he's one of the most popular attractions for tourists.
Good for him.
So now I want to go see this fat street cat
I want
in
to pet
Poland. Same. I want to try and pick him up.
It's worth the 17-hour flight.
Jim?
Wow.
So there are some new words that are being used as people are returning to the office in their workplace. And these are a couple of them that I found kind of funny. One of them is a desk bomber, which is somebody who comes over and kind of traps you at your cubicle or
Oh,
desk
it's Zach.
and talks to you forever.
Blocking the
That's
only
Ricky.
exit. Yeah.
You're the desk bomber.
That's Ricky.
It's you, Zach.
And this is another one I love because it's the, I guess, opposite of quieting or some similar because you're loud. This is somebody who hates their job but refuses to leave it and is constantly complaining. It's called resenteeism.
Oh, that's the girl that works in the office right next to us.
They resent being there, but they won't leave.
I hope she's listening.
We all work with someone like that. Yes. 107.5 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. I know you walked outside this morning going, what the hell? It's winter now. It's 37 degrees. Only get up to about 40, but then it's warmer for the weekend, and we'll be back in the 60s and stuff next week.
Ridiculous.
So, yeah. Hey, Jim, you and I are going to be car twinsies for a while.
Are you driving also a Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, I took my car in to get repairs done on it. There's some body work has to be done. I have a Rogue Sport.
Oh my God, you're
Excellent.
such a sporty gal.
And I should have asked you this off the air. This isn't for everybody, but how do you adjust the seats?
Oh my God.
Adjust the seats.
Well, you know, they have the thing where you reach down under your crotch and you pull that little bar and scoot up.
Yeah. And then typically to the side is how you move the back part.
You're missing the choreography that goes with
Yeah,
this.
I'm glad that
What
you're
is-
missing the choreography.
Yeah. Consider yourself lucky.
I'm just going to give the most kind representation. Woody was just pretending he was on a mechanical bull.
He was thrusting his own hand.
Okay, well, I tried to do it the way
I
that
was-
doesn't make people
yeah.
sick.
I was just merely thrusting my seat.
Wait, if I had to be sick, everybody else had to be
But
sick.
wait, I'm so confused. How come you don't know how to adjust the seat? What's going on?
I can pull it up, but then the back, I don't know how to bring it up a little bit.
Woody,
Is
there's
nothing
a
on the
lever on the
side?
side.
There is not.
Is there a little piece that you spin, like a wheel on the side?
I'll look for the spin.
Is
If
Wait, let Jim answer because
Okay.
he drives the same car.
well, it's almost the same. Woody has a smaller version. Not that the size. Not
Okay.
the size counts.
Size queen.
It's all about size,
it's not the size of your
Shocker,
Rogue, it's what you
guys.
can do with
Men
it.
in the
Yeah,
room are
that's
making
right.
it all about size.
Comparing.
I'll throw some Viagra in the gas tank.
No, the sport version is it's like a smaller, different version of
Okay.
the car. And
Okay,
so
size queen.
It's probably
It probably doesn't have all the perks that yours has.
Well, it's newer too, and so
Okay.
it might have changed.
All
I have
right.
a 6-year-old car,
Well,
but usually there's
yeah.
just like little buttons on the side of the seat.
There's no buttons. I felt around.
Okay, then there's probably there's a lever. There's
Okay.
like something you pull up, and then you can adjust it, and then you let go of the lever, and then it stays where you want it.
Right. Well, I got that part, but I don't have the back part. You know,
Woody?
No, I'm saying
because I was
that's
leaning
the
back on the
part
way
too.
to work this morning.
That's the back part too.
Like I was
Oh,
riding
my
dirty.
goodness.
All
Woody.
right. Well, in an emergency,
Riding dirty in a Nissan Rogue.
if I'm an emergency, I'll just have to look at the manual, which I'm sure is in there.
Riding
But
dirty.
but that's reading. I'd rather ask you in front of everybody in the world.
Yeah, well, that worked out for
You
you.
got the spinners on
Yeah.
it too. You,
Oh, yeah.
You just totally. You Tokyo drifts in that thing too.
Woody, I adore
You
you,
see
but
me
sometimes you
rolling.
hurt my brain.
Ed Sheeran tickets. You'll see him at Nissan Stadium when it's much warmer.
Oh, yeah.
615-737-9107. Yeah.
You never know.
You never do know
There
around
could be
here.
flurries this summer. Who
Yeah.
knows? So, Zach, you were complaining off the air about your boyfriend David not knowing the rules of food sharing.
Yeah.
What exactly did he do to break the rules?
Let me preface it with this.
Okay.
I love him very much.
Okay. Oh.
He's a very sweet man.
But there's a big butt coming.
Here it comes.
He's very, very good to me.
But
But we were at dinner the other night. Ricky was there. We were there out for our friend's birthday party.
Thing.
And so typically the rule is whenever we go to dinner, I'm not going to finish my dinner. So we will look at the menu and I'm like, okay, I kind of want that. And he'll be like, I wanted the same thing. And I'm like, okay, you can finish mine. So order something different.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever we went to Eastern Peak, which is like they have like Thai food.
Thai food, yeah.
Thai
It's
food,
Thai
okay.
food. It's delicious Thai food.
It's
Their
really,
pad
really
thais.
good.
Yeah, I like Thai
Bomb.
food. You don't have to make that face.
So I was like, okay, you order some sushi and
Yeah.
I'll order the pad thai because I'm not going to finish all of this pad thai and then we
Right.
can just split.
Pad thai's huge.
It's huge.
Yeah,
So there'll be
it's
plenty,
a lot of food.
Plenty for him to, after you've had enough, to have some pad thai.
Yeah, and I was like, and I'll have a couple things of sushi.
Mm-hmm.
So we order it gets there, and I literally like take 3 bites of the pad thai, and I look down, and all of the sushi is already gone after we agreed that I was going to have some of his sushi,
So
and we
he-
were going to split the
He
meal.
just sucked it up
housed
like
it.
a vacuum cleaner?
He housed it,
Yeah.
guys. He ate it so
Wow.
fast.
Wow.
It was gone.
Did
We
you just
were-
lift the plate and
Was he-
tilt it towards his mouth?
Was
Pretty much.
Was he trying to hurry to finish it, knowing that you would want some?
Apparently so.
It was like a vacuum. Like his mouth became a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, but it was
Eating
like
like a released hostage?
we agreed that we would split the meals, that I would have some of the sushi,
Yes.
some of the pad thai.
And you'd both be happy.
Yeah. And I got none of the sushi and 3 bites of the pad thai before he was like,
And
are
then
you done?
David finished the
Oh my
pad thai.
God.
This is a major breach of
This
food
is.
sharing etiquette.
It
Yeah.
really is.
He finished the pad thai too.
Like, and I realized that I don't have like the largest appetite. So I'm like, I just want a bite of each, like a little bite of each.
Just a taste.
Totally fine. Then you can finish the rest. I'm making him sound like the fattest person on the entire planet. He's not. He's much more fit than I am. But I was like, I didn't even get to try the sushi.
Yeah, that's rude.
I was so sad.
There should be, some kind of investigation.
Yeah.
To the
Although,
point that
it was hilarious for me because I was at the table and all I hear is, "Where'd the sushi go?" And David was like, "I ate it," and he was like, "You ate all of it?" And he was like, "Yeah, I ate it."
Did you even chew it or you swallow
And
it
Zach
whole
was
like a dog?
I wanted just one of them, and he was like, "Oh, baby, I'm sorry," and he was like, "I guess it's fine."
to the point that I will say Ricky's boyfriend was so sweet that he was like, "Do you want some of my food?" And I was like, "I love you, but I'm good. Thank you."
He used to working with children, so he saw you as
Accurate.
one of his students.
Very accurate. But like the food etiquette is you split food.
Yeah, it was rude.
It was really
funny for
rude.
me because AJ's done it to me, so it was funny that then he offered his food to you because he's done the exact same thing to me.
So long as he didn't offer Zach the food he promised you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Right now, it's the battle of the ages. We call it gender wars. That's why we call it that.
Nice little tidbit of information there.
Stop. This fire hose of information
I
you're
know.
throwing at us. I can't absorb it all.
Ready to play our game for the ladies in the audience. We have Esther in Cross Plains. Hey, Esther.
Hello, good morning.
Hello,
Hi.
good morning.
Hey there.
All right, and for the guys, we have Vaughn. He's in Brentwood. Yo, Vaughn.
Good morning.
Good
Yo,
morning.
Vaughn.
All right,
Glad
here
to
we go.
have you. All right, let's do a get acquainted question, and let's start with Esther. Who is your childhood celebrity crush?
That would be Charlie from the Mighty Ducks.
Oh, yeah.
The Mighty Ducks.
The Mighty Ducks.
I loved
Classic.
that
Wow.
movie.
Yeah. All right, what about you, Vaughn? Who is your childhood celebrity crush?
I would say Danica McKellar, who played, I think it was Gwen on The Wonder Years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you say so, Vaughn.
No, she was Winnie, wasn't she?
Wasn't she Winnie Cooper?
I think she was.
Winnie. Yeah, sorry.
You don't even know
You
your
don't
own
even know their
crush,
name.
bro.
How can you stalk them if you don't know their names?
Maybe he's not stalking them. Maybe he's a normal human being.
No, there is a possibility. That's
25
true.
years ago.
I know, it's been a while. But here's the weird thing, Vaughn, is you may run into her because I've heard recently that she moved to the area.
You probably already knew that, though, right?
You're outside her house right now.
It's my job to know that, right?
Okay, you're making it
I'm
creepy.
sitting in a tree outside her condo right now.
Just like always, things got weird.
Yes,
Sure.
they did. That's what we do.
That's kind of not unexpected
Yes.
here.
The mantra of the show.
Exactly.
All right, let's do this thing. You each have a screw you can use in case you get in trouble, don't know the answer. You can use your screw to make your opponent answer your question.
Here we go. Multiple choice for both of you to start. Esther, the Major League Baseball spring training during that is the Grapefruit League, teams that practice in Florida, Texas, or California.
Ooh, Florida?
Florida's
Yeah.
right. Good job.
Nice.
Good job. 1-0.
All right, Vaughn, do you use a French press on your hair, your clothes, or to make coffee?
That would be to make coffee.
Yes.
Fancy coffee
Very
at
good.
that.
Nailed it. 1-1.
Esther, on The Office, what does Dwight Schrute grow on his farm?
Beets.
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 Good job.
They're very good for you.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Beets by Schrute.
Guys are going gangbusters here. Let's see if Vaughn can continue the perfect answers.
Okay, Vaughn, what singer provides the voice of Elsa in the Frozen movies?
True.
You didn't get that. screw in
Idina
time.
Menzel.
Yes.
Adele Dazeem.
Also known as Adele
Full of John
Dazeem.
Travolta.
I know. In my head, I'm thinking he's going to blurt out Adele Dazeem.
We would get a partial credit.
Yeah. Okay, it's 2-1, so Esther has a chance to seal a victory if she gets this one right.
Esther, Toro brand lawnmowers are always what color?
Are they red?
Yes.
They are
Wow,
red.
Wild guess paid
Esther.
off. And guess what? Esther, you are the winner. But Vaughn, you have won our hearts and souls, so you're
Yes.
both winners.
Kind of.
Winnie Cooper moved to the area. You're a winner anyway. Esther, for you, we have tickets to go see the Dave Matthews Band.
Nice.
This is Jim, and I have brought something. I want to do a taste test for you guys.
I'm
Jim
scared.
has a goodie bag.
It's
Yeah, Jim
Girl-
brought in props.
It's Girl Scout cookie season.
Oh,
I'm
I'm not scared anymore.
So I have cookies.
We have cookies.
So but what I have to do is I have to hand you each a cookie, but you can't look at the cookie because that, of course, would give
Would
it away.
give
I
away
want you
what
to
it is.
see if you can figure out which Girl Scout cookie you have
Just by the taste?
just by the taste.
Okay.
Okay? Because if you saw it, then you go, oh, that's tagalongs or whatever, you know?
Right.
Okay.
So,
Jim
okay.
brought us cookies. We take back most of the things we were saying
I
about him when I was
know.
out of the room.
I
Yeah,
know.
Jim, I apologize for everything I'm going to say for the rest of the show.
Okay, so
Do I have
Ricky,
to close my eyes? Ooh.
yeah, look
I'm
away and
throwing
just I'll put
things.
this in your hand. and
Okay.
you can
Look
close up
away.
your hand.
Okay.
Look away.
I don't
Speaks
trust
to
I don't trust you closing my eyes and opening my hand.
Well, it's either that or open up your mouth.
In a
Yeah.
normal circumstance, I would not trust this.
Okay.
All
It's
right.
in my hand.
So, all right, on the count of 3, I want you guys to tell me which Girl Scout cookie flavor
Okay, so we're going to eat it
this
on the
is.
count of 3.
I already know
Yes.
which one it is.
1,
Okay.
2, 3. Go ahead. Okay.
Oh, it's my favorite Girl Scout cookie.
Okay, before you say it, I want you all to say it at the same time so that nobody can tell
Okay.
anything else.
3, 2, 1.
Samoas.
Guess what?
What?
They taste just like Samoas, but they're not.
Oh my God! What are
Oh,
they?
Caramel Delights.
These are
Oh my God, Jim has a.
fudge cookies
From
from
Keebler.
No way.
Benton's.
Oh, Benton's. Okay.
This is an Aldi product that tastes exactly like Samoas.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Delicious.
Oh
And
my God, this
great.
is life changing.
guess what? They're $1.87.
No, you're
Whoa.
lying.
And they're available all year long.
No way.
True.
This changes everything.
Does this not change everything?
You should buy the Girl Scout cookies when they
Yes,
sell them, but
yes.
the rest of the year,
For the rest
you can
of
buy
the year,
these.
Right.
these are the ones. Yeah, apparently they have ones that taste like some of the other flavors as well. So,
Oh my God, I love
Wow.
smells.
yeah.
That'll
So
hold you for the other 11 months of the year.
support your scouts right
Yes,
now.
absolutely.
Wow.
But for the rest of the year, just $1.87.
Those
my
are
God.
bomb. They literally
Yeah.
taste just like a Samoa.
Jim, can I have
They
one
do.
more?
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can.
Literally, as soon as I felt it, I was like, I know this is a
It's a-
Samoa.
I knew it too.
It's $1.97,
Oh my God.
and it comes with about the same as 3 packs of Girl Scout cookies.
It's probably
Wow.
a good 50% more
Wow.
cookies.
Delicious rows of goodness.
Oh, I love
This
Samoas.
is literally the epitome of Jim. Like
It
cheap
is.
Jim,
But this time it really paid off.
Frugal Jim.
Yeah.
frugal Jim.
Frugal Jim,
This
yeah.
pays
I'm
off
not mad
for
about this, though,
everybody.
Jim.
Yeah.
This is the benefit for everyone, frugal Jim.
See?
Bravo.
We got up so early, it was super cold outside, but now we have a cookie, so it's a good day.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a
That's
good
right.
day.
I'm also PMSing right now, so this is really hitting the spot.
Well, as The Rock would say, you're welcome.
Zach, what you got?
Well, speaking of new music, Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga, a collab?
What?
I'm literally going to cry when this comes out. So you know Miley Cyrus song, Flowers.
Right,
It's been like number one for 4 weeks in a row.
Yeah. Apparently they're working on a remix, according to ASCAP, which, if you're not familiar with it, is like where they license songs. And so if you're a songwriter, it'll show all of the different songwriters on it and who's performing it. So they have now licensed a remixed version of Flowers with Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga on it.
When do we get it?
That would totally work.
This is what I want to know.
We want it right now.
So you don't know any of the details we need to know?
Well, I don't know when it's coming out. I know that it's happening.
Such a tease!
I know it's happening.
Last time we played Miley Cyrus, we thought, Lady Gaga would fit in just right with this.
Yeah. So I know that it has been 100% registered with ASCAP, so it is happening. We don't have a release date. Nobody has said anything, but there's like a bunch of people on Twitter that are talking about it of like, we need this collab right now.
I'm so excited.
And I agree.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I mean, even like the Meghan Trainor and Kim Petras remix of Made You Look, bomb.
Yeah.
So I'm now like the Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga remix of Flowers. It's going to be next level.
Well, they're fun. They like you. They take a song you like, and then they kind of bring a new twist to it.
Right.
So
they take an established hit and they just twerk it a little bit.
Gives it
Lizzo
new
put
life.
SZA on special, and it's
Yeah.
It's bomb. So we'll let you know as soon as we like know more details about when it's going to be released. But it's officially registered with ASCAP, so that means we know it's going to happen.
Yeah. Cool.
And I'm
I
gonna
need you
cry.
to find out more details. I need you to do some sleuthing.
Do you want me to call ASCAP right now?
Yes, I do.
They're just
Dear
down the
Mr.
street.
ASCAP.
I don't know why you're acting like you wouldn't do that.
I would 100%.
Yeah,
do
like
that.
don't get all sassy with me like you wouldn't.
We're on Music Row. They're just walk down the street.
Yeah. Just go knock on doors.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Woody and Jim in the morning, 107.5 The River. We were just talking off the air about the new movie, the new Paul Rudd movie, the Antman and the Wasp in the, what is
Quantumania.
it? Quantumania.
Yeah, I saw it last night. It was so good.
I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait.
Rick and I have both seen it.
And we're trying to talk about it without spoiling it for everybody else.
That's difficult. It's like all of a
really
sudden I feel like,
hard.
should me and Zach leave the room for a minute?
No, it's fine. Because, well, first
Zach's
of all,
not going to see it
Zach's
anyway.
never
Yeah,
gonna
he'll
go.
never see it. Although Zach got upset that he was not invited to the movies last night.
Which is so rude.
You don't watch any Marvel movies.
I would if I was invited.
But you're just
But you would have no idea what's
no,
happening.
you wouldn't. You're like me. You want to be invited to stuff, but you don't want to go.
No, I would go.
No, I just want to be invited, but I don't want to go.
Yeah, I
Next
would
time I'm
go.
going to invite him. We'll see if he comes or not.
All right.
And we'll see if he keeps his mouth shut the entire movie and doesn't go, I don't get what's happening.
Okay, so those are two different things. I would go, but I would still ask questions
You
the
can't
entire
ask questions.
you can't.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, especially not the third movie in on the Ant-Man
You need
stuff.
to get Disney Plus and go back to the beginning of time for Marvel movies because it all kind of builds up together.
I'm exhausted thinking about
I
it.
know.
Rosie, how was the
Exactly.
movie?
It's a commitment.
The movie was really good.
Yeah.
Watch the Ant-Man movies if you want to catch up. That's fine. You'll be fine in this one. It's fun. It's Paul Rudd.
It is a
He's
lot of
so
fun.
funny.
He's
and
just
likable.
very likable.
The villain was great.
Yeah.
And like the villain is setting up things for the future, and like it's a very enjoyable movie.
Also, just a heads up, there are 2 end credit scenes in this one.
Marvel's very good with that.
You
Just so
mentioned
that
that.
everybody knows it's not just one, there are 2. So stay for both. Because people left after the first one. And I was like, oh no,
Stupid
don't. I almost
people.
wanted to yell, like, don't leave yet.
I know. It's like, they have a mid-credit scene and then a final after the
Right.
credit
There's
scene.
2. And the last one's important.
Okay.
It is.
Sometimes you go to a movie and they'll have like the thing after a little bit of the credits, and then they'll keep going and going, and you're sitting there by yourself in the theater going, oh, there's nothing at the end.
Yep.
You're like, I'll never get this
Yeah.
time
There
back.
is something at the end.
know.
And
Okay,
I
good.
promise you it's important.
Excellent.
I've gone to like movies that are like, like serious dramas, that are just like, I'll just say like Schindler's List, but that's not the movie, but just to give you the idea of it.
Yeah, don't forget Jim's a movie critic.
And then, well, thank you for, sidelining what I was trying to say, which is like, I go to a serious
what we do,
movie, and then I'm good. No, you said it all. You said that all needs to be said.
It's a great movie, though, and
Oh.
everyone should go see it.
Are
'cause
you
it's
punishing us by not
fantastic.
finishing your sentence right now?
Nope. You ended it. It's good.
No, Zach ended it. You looked at him when you ended it.
Paul Rudd is amazing.
Oh my
it's
God,
a
I'm so
fantastic
uncomfortable.
movie.
Hey,
Trending. Here's what's trending this morning with Woody and Jim on 107.5 The River.
brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Zach.
I'm really jealous of children these days because apparently inflation has also gone to the tooth fairy.
Oh.
That
Are we making more money for teeth?
yeah, that the new normal is $20 per tooth.
Tooth
Wow.
Fairy's giving out.
The Tooth Fairy knows
20s?
inflation is real.
I'm not going to lie. My big teeth, like my molars, I got $20 for.
Girl, those were some
man.
expensive
Wow.
teeth. You know how much they would be worth today?
I know, right?
know.
What,
And I had braces, so like they're
What?
worth even more now.
what are your teeth worth on the Tooth Fairy black market?
Yeah, like if the Tooth Fairy kept them, how much they could be sold for now.
Oh, yeah.
Dark
So-
web, yeah.
Wow.
Children, if you're about to lose your teeth, make sure you write a note underneath your pillow for the Tooth Fairy that you want $20.
Yeah. Well, give me my damn tooth back.
There are so many parents right now like, shut up, shut
That's
up.
Jim?
So, if you remember, AirTags came out from Apple, a way to like keep track of your stuff in case it gets lost or stolen. But then, very quickly, it became something that
tool for evil.
stalkers
Right.
were using AirTags to like drop into, say, a woman's coat pocket and to be able to follow her and things
They were
like that.
putting them on
Cars.
people's cars.
Yeah.
Sad stuff,
Yeah, it's
right?
awful.
So the company that came out with a very similar thing years before Apple, Tile, remember Tile?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I used them. They have now some new ones that disable some of those features that stalkers can use, right?
Really?
But here's an interesting thing. They have these new ones that customers, in order to use them, have to register using multi-factor identification and agree to usage terms, which includes a $1 million fine if your device ends up being used to track a person without their consent.
Wow. So they
Yo.
can track it right back to you if you do something like that.
Right.
Wow.
That's like they can do that? Like they can make fines like that?
But
Apparently so, if you sign for it.
If you agree to
agree
the
to
terms
it.
and
Wow.
conditions, yeah.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's really good.
Because that's the scariest thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of think Apple should do the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, they will in a few years.
Yeah,
they're behind
they'll
everything.
pretend they made it
That's
up
right.
themselves.
They'll go, you know, what do the Galaxy phones do? Okay, 5 years from now, the iPhones will do that, and it'll be the best thing ever.
And we'll say we invented
Yeah,
it.
we invented it.
Ricky.
So the new things in weddings, because weddings are so expensive,
Yeah.
it's outrageous. It's like the amount of money that you go into debt for going to college, you're spending on weddings at this point.
Much as
Accurate.
a whole mouthful of teeth for the toothpick.
Yeah, exactly. So the new thing is Costco brides. A lot of brides are using Costco as a place to go to get bulk items to kind of make their little gifts to give away, or like the little things that they put like flowers in, like their little vases
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
Table decorations.
Yeah, so they're becoming more DIY, and the Costco bride is like the new thing that everyone's kind of doing to save money because it's just so expensive.
They should
know-
just build a
you
little
know I
chapel
love
inside
this.
Honestly,
Costco. One-stop shopping,
not
baby.
opposed.
I would never.
Don't they have like
You,
great hot dogs?
you would never DIY your wedding. I get it. That's fine. You're also going to spend so
I
much money
would
on that, and that's
never.
okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't have the money to spend on a wedding.
I
like
don't
that.
have the money to spend on it, but I
you're
wouldn't
gonna
spend it
even
at
though you don't have
Costco.
it, but you're still going to spend it.
You'll pay for it for the next 50 years.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
But
It's
yeah,
worth it.
You're doing a selling sunset
Everybody's got a
wedding.
different thought process on it. So yeah, lots of floral centerpieces, the cake, things like that. People are
Nice.
going to Costco
I'm
for.
down with the Costco
Yeah.
thing.
We have an update on Bruce Willis, who retired from acting last year due to aphasia, is what they were calling it originally.
Right.
But now he's been diagnosed with frontotemporal
Temporal.
Temporal, yeah.
dementia, which is a type of dementia that often affects younger people. They're saying usually it affects people under the age of 60. Actually,
wow.
And he's like 60-something, isn't he?
he's right at his early
Yeah,
60s. And so they're saying that this is his new diagnosis, is this type of dementia. And so it's like such a rare form of dementia that it can actually take years to diagnose, and so that's why it took so long.
Gotcha.
And a lot of people with this type of dementia don't actually know that they have it until years down the road, and it's much more
Right.
prevalent than we actually know because they haven't diagnosed it yet.
Wow.
But he did say, his representatives are saying that, he always used to use his voice to help others and raise awareness about important issues. Both publicly and privately. So he posted on his Instagram. His family is talking about it, like hoping that this will be able to open the world up a little bit to grab the media attention of this type of dementia and diagnosis and
he's got
what's really going on.
He's got a great support system too. He's got his wife, his kids, and his ex-wife Demi Moore is fully behind him too. So
it's important that he talks about it, though, especially if it's something that doesn't get diagnosed for quite a while. Maybe it's something that someone can keep an eye on.
100%.
Because I didn't know that.
They might say, oh, this. You know what? I might have this happening.
Yeah.
Some symptoms of it is it causes personality changes, speech difficulty, and like motor impairment. So if you know or love somebody that is like potentially going through something like that, go get checked. And now that we know like what it's actually called, now it's a little bit easier to hopefully diagnose them with this and potentially treat it. So yeah, if you want to see his Instagram announcement, it's actually really, really like touching. The way that he wrote it is really sweet. It's up on our website at 1075theriver.com.
Sending them all love because that's rough.
It's really rough.
1075 The River with Woody and Jim in the morning. Friday, maybe it's date night. Maybe it's first date night.
Meow.
Yes. How would you like to know how your first date is going? They're working on an app that will tell you.
How does it tell you?
I guess there's something you wear on your wrist. It's AI technology, and it will measure your heart rate and your temperature.
See if you get all steamy?
Yeah, see how you're reacting to each other.
Well, what if you're just anxious?
Yeah, or...
Okay, solid point, Zach.
What if you're sitting down there and like you're slowly realizing, oh my God, this person could be a terrorist. They're like... terrible people.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you're like, how do I get out of here? And it just reads, you're so in love.
No, you want it to like blink and say, get out now. Excuse yourself to go to the bathroom and never come back.
It could go in the good way of like, oh, this is getting hot and steamy. We clearly really like each other. Or like, oh, yo, I'm super anxious because I don't get along with this person. Or they're an awful person. How do I get out? How do we know which one?
Oh, my gosh.
If your heartbeat is up, your heartbeat is up. Well, what does it mean?
Back in the
your
day...
Your heartbeat is always up, okay? That's on you. Other people have normal heartbeats.
Yeah, you're like a hummingbird heart.
What does it mean?
Okay, so do both people wear this thing?
I don't know. I guess you could agree to do it, I guess. I don't know. I know back in the day, between my divorce and having a steady girlfriend now with Melissa, I went on lots of Tinder dates.
You sure did.
And I did. The favorite restaurant I went to, they got to know me there. Oh, somebody new, huh?
A lot of first dates.
Usually after we would order and sit down and just chatting, after about 10 minutes, I go, so how do you think this is going so far?
Oh, my God.
And if she'd laugh, I knew, okay, this could be something. If she looks horrified, I said, okay, let's wrap it up.
That was your test.
Let's wrap it up.
You asked that question?
But I said it in a wise-ass way.
If they laugh, then you could have something.
Yeah.
If they look at you weird, you realize, this is never going to work because this is how I always am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have left.
Yeah. And Melissa, my girlfriend, who I love, she reacted well.
I would think so.
Lucky her.
I know. Many people have told her she's the luckiest woman on earth.
That kind of makes me start thinking of after your first date, what's the sign that you want to go on another one? So if you are listening through the iHeartRadio app, you can hold down that little red microphone button and be like, hey, this is my test, or this is the sign that something is going really well, or that we should go on another date. Tell us, hold down that little red microphone button and be like, hey, this is my test.
Mine's
on
simple.
A first date.
It's butterflies. If you have butterflies, that's really the very simple way to know.
Interesting. Yeah. But what if you knew that person for a while? Because butterflies seems like something like you just met them.
You still get butterflies because you're looking at them in a different way.
Okay.
Either this date is going really well or I have the stomach flu. I'm not sure.
It does kind of feel like you have to throw up.
Yeah, a little bomb sesh.
Oh, if you throw up when you're out on a date with Ricky, you're in.
Yeah, done deal.
That's it. That's perfect.
Then I know you're into me.
Woody and Jim in the morning on 1075 The River.
Jim, you have something making us happy?
Yeah, this is kind of an amazing story. This woman named Rachel, she has 3 kids, aged 4, 2, and 1. Her husband was away on business when the 2 littlest ones, age 1 and 2, both came down with the flu. And Rachel was not feeling well. She's a registered nurse, so she knows kind of,
She saw the symptoms. Yeah.
what's going on. She wasn't feeling well herself. And all of a sudden she realized she was feeling so bad that she needed to go to the emergency room.
That's scary.
So as she was getting ready to drop her sons off at somebody's house so they could be watched, she was going to drive herself to the ER, but then she had a coughing fit and fell to the floor.
Oh, my God.
That's when her 4-year-old son realized something's wrong. Mom has asthma and has a nebulizer at home. Well, he had never been instructed at all about how it worked. He grabbed the nebulizer, filled it with the medication, and then talked his mom through it and telling her, just breathe, Mom, and keep practicing with me. You can do this.
Oh, my God. What a smart and amazing little kid.
Kids are very observant.
They are.
We don't give them enough credit.
That's
What
true.
is a nebulizer?
Right. It's a thing
Mask
you breathe
that
in.
you put on your
and,
face.
and you breathe in a mist that has medicine
Yeah.
in it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And then realizing that, yes, she still needs help. He had never used a phone before, but he had seen his mom use it, and he pressed the side button and asked Siri to call Dad.
Wow.
And his father, who was out of town, got on the phone with him. He told him all the stuff that was going on with Mom.
I have goosebumps.
Dad called the EMTs, the police. Everybody showed up. She was in serious distress. She was in septic shock.
Oh, wow.
And every person that arrived was stunned to find that a 4-year-old was controlling the situation. And,
Children are so observant.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, we don't give them enough credit for what they watch and what they actually know.
This kid is going to be a world leader one day.
And for being so
Wow.
calm, cool, and collected, and being the one like, Mom, I'm going to help you through this. It's okay. Breathe.
That's amazing.
They were just so they've been giving him awards, and he's just.
And Mom's okay?
Mom's good, and kids are feeling better. The younger ones. So, thanks to this little guy named Asher.
He was the rock.
Asher. I need a
Cute
4-year-old to walk me through life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Some people think you're a 4-year-old. Walking through life.
Thanks for listening to and recommending the Woody and Jim Show podcast. Listen to Woody and Jim in real time every weekday morning on 107.5 The River, Nashville, or live on the iHeartRadio app.